Put a finger down if you've ever gone on a bumble date with a murderer. Punch yourself in the face if the victim was his own son. And yes, I have a filter on because if I didn't, you guys would probably call the police for a welfare check. This is the story all about how. So in 2018, I had just gotten out of a bad relationship and was not having a good time and needed something to do, keep me busy, fill the void, so Bumble it was. I matched with some guy who doesn't live far from me, and he was blonde-haired, blue-eyed, stocky, cute, and I was like, okay, this could work. So we go on a date. I meet up with him, and I don't drink anymore, but he's like drunk, and I didn't really like him, but again, it kind of was just something to do in the summer. During the date, he's like, I might have a 4.5-year-old. I don't know yet. We're waiting for paternity. A few drinks in, of course, because who says that during the introductions? And I'm like, all right, whatever, bar's low, my guy. He definitely was not my type, or I didn't really like him, but again, it was just entertainment. Exhibit A, I had to take a picture to show my friends because he's in the My Daddy's a Lawyer starter pack. Like, generally, I'm gonna need at least 1 to 2 Chicago Bulls fitteds in your closet and at least 3 pairs of Jordans. So he tells me he teaches underprivileged kids in Baltimore math. I was like, do you want to come to Baltimore for the weekend? And me being an excellent decision maker, I was like, sure, what's the worst that can happen? Just very on par with my overall existence. So I'm driving there, and I'm an hour away from home in New Jersey, and my car starts billowing white smoke, and I had to pull over. I thought for sure I'm about to be in thousands of dollars of debt. I was in my Subaru car girl era, and my car always needed oil, so I figured something had finally happened. There she is on the side of Route 1, and there I am, down bad, waiting for my friends. So my car had to be towed an hour away, good times, and I told him I'm not coming, and he got super weird and was like, I'll get you a rental car. It was like 8 o'clock at night, and I just met you. Red flag. Stopped answering him after that, and then I got some creepy voicemails, and I was like, dodged a bullet. Like, what is up with this guy? And then one day I was at school, and I posted a story on Instagram. So you can't really read what I wrote, but I put, is today the day I don't make it out alive? And he says, one can only hope. It's crazy. I thought you weren't a bleep. Fast forward some years later, I'm scrolling on Facebook, and this photo is going around the internet saying, man wanted for killing his son. And I'm like, that's him. That's the guy from the date that got really weird. So I guess he did have a son because evidently he murdered him. So as if this wasn't the tip of the iceberg, the overall craziest part of the story is my car goes to the mechanic, and I'm like, again, screwed. I think my car just blew up, and I get a call going, hey, car's all good. You just put too much oil in it. So yeah, that's the story of how my car faked its own death, and I never made it to a second date with a murderer. And now I watch him on court TV on TikTok, and I hope he rots. Knock, knock. Who is it? Not Chris Greger, because he's in prison. So if you have been following the court case of Chris Greger, the man who killed his 6-year-old son, and he has been named the treadmill killer, then you know how awful this is. You may have seen my video about how I went on a Bumble date with him and never made it to the second date because the Subaru gods descended from above and blew my car up momentarily. I spoke to Bree, Corey's mom, and given all the attention that my video has gotten, we thought it would be good to start a GoFundMe that would directly deposit the funds into the nonprofit organization that she started in Corey's memory. The nonprofit is called Corey's Commitment, and the goal is to help women and children in domestic violence shelters get the funds or supplies that they need. The nonprofit is a legit nonprofit registered in the state of New Jersey. The world sucks, people suck, and TikTok's a little weird, but I think we can use the power of good here to do something nice. If 1/4 of the women who commented on my video talking about how they're near misses with murderers and all of that donated 1 penny to this account, we would actually have $1 zillion. So if we all get together and donate All funds will go directly to the nonprofit, and then Bree Corey's mom can get supplies for the women and children suffering from domestic violence. Ring, ring. Hello?
It's your conscience calling. Do the right thing.
The link is in my bio. I sound like one of those. No, but really, the link's in my bio. Let's go to it. It's the link to the GoFundMe. From there, all collections at the GoFundMe will go to the nonprofit.